In my last video, we reviewed why you should be paying attention to Wilder World and what their vision is. In this video, we're going to discuss the details about what land is, but before we do, let's review some key points from the team's vision. Wilder World will be a virtual world, expansive, decentralized, user-driven, have high-quality graphics, fun and entertaining game modes, true asset ownership, captivating lore, new ways to connect and socialize. It will collaborate with its community in order to develop the metaverse, and it will be pushing boundaries of what digital worlds can offer. This is an ambitious and complex vision to upgrade some of the activities you already do. It would be project suicide if the team decided to focus on all of these things all at once. That is why they decided to separate and prioritize. The team has been clear that the only way to make all of these things successful is to build a quality product. And in order to do this, they started with streamlining their process, building out their procedural abilities, creating a structure, and setting in place necessary systems. They took the time to build Miami first, with skilled individuals that knew architecture and urban planning. Within that city, they created game modes like Midnight in Miami that is within the neighborhood of Little MEOW. They just demoed their first shooter game, Rebellion, in Tokyo. This takes place in the neighborhood of Nexus. Recently, they just announced super early access, which will open up Rebellion to the public, give us a huge update with Midnight in Miami, and provide a limited open world experience. These game modes and the quality of them is what's going to bring daily active users to the project. They will come for the entertainment and otherworldly experiences, which will give them an opportunity to take a deeper look into the things that the team have been building. The life force of the inner workings of Wilder World is land, just like we experience in the real world. Land will provide the space and resources needed in order to do what can be done. So let's get into the details of what land is. Land is a virtual plot of land within the city limits of Miami. Land on the island will have an existing building, a resource profile, and zoning restrictions. Similar to the real world, once land is developed, it can be used for different purposes. The island land titles have these traits associated with them. Recently, with the buying and selling of land titles, the main value has been placed into zoning, and then into the plot size, and then into the neighborhood, and then location. Now that we know the basics about land, let's talk about resources and each land's resource profile. Each land plot contains embedded resources that can be mined using dedicated mining rigs or gens. Resources are tied to Wild through the Z-Bank protocol, enabling easy trade and balancing supply via a bonding curve. Miami's liquidity responds to the resource demand and scarcity, making common materials accessible and rarer ones more valuable. Rarity and minting costs are on-chain, with market dynamics determining scarcity, so the value of resources will be a combination of rarity and scarcity. Rare resources are deeper within the land, requiring advanced mining, thus setting market value by extraction difficulty. And in these cases, better mining rigs may be needed. There are 12 core resource types, each with their own level of initial scarcity. The total amount of supply across all resource types can be minted or burned using the bonding curve mechanism, adjusting to the Wilder World economy's needs as player growth fluctuates. Once these resources are mined, they can either be used in-game or can be traded on the Wilder World marketplace. And these modular mining rigs will come in various sizes and features. The team has made a lot of progress in designing them that includes a detailed breakdown of potential modular attachments. This concept will guide development teams, ensuring a consistent and cohesive approach to the construction of new rigs. So as you can see, together, mining and construction add to the growth and expansion of Miami. Wilders can buy and sell resources on a liquid marketplace. We also see that mining supports the long-term growth of the metaverse by making the economy more robust. Ownable objects in Wilder World are the result of a digital supply chain process that converts resources into usable game objects similar to the real world. Wild is attached to resources, and resources are attached to virtual materials and products within the virtual space. Wild will be required to purchase all in-world assets, including new industry mints, land, as well as to increase the total number of resources found within Wilder World. Resources are backed by Wild, making them easily tradable and connected to the Wild token economy. A total of 100 million Wild, which is 20% of the total supply, will be spread across the island and mainland plots through resources. So when you take 100 million wild and divide it by 44,444 land plots, you get on average 2,250 wild that backs each one of those land parcels. I don't know about you, but to me, that shows some strength within an economy. Now that we've gone over land and how it's filled with resources, and we've shown how those resources are backed by wild, let's talk a little bit about the island. The island is a vibrant and bustling area that will be the first playable region within Miami. Designed to be the epicenter of community life in Miami, the island will be Wilder World's first playable area. A portion of this playable area will become available during super early access. The island's resource profile remain hidden for now, with mining gameplay mechanics being explained in an upcoming update. Mining will only become available once resource profiles have been revealed. And here are 9 details of what you will be able to do with your land on the island. Building construction. Wilders can mine or purchase resources to construct residential, commercial, and industrial buildings using specific materials obtained or traded in the marketplace. These materials are ERC-20 tokens backed by Wild, mined by Wilders. Templates and blueprints. Wilder World will provide customizable blueprints for various plot types, with templates for residential, commercial, and other structures, which land keepers can modify using building panels to create complete structures. In-game resource profile viewer allows players to see detailed NFT and resource information for building within the game. An overlay display resource profile for each land plot and structure, so players can access this important information seamlessly within the game or through a browser. Selling properties. Land keepers can sell their plots with utility determined by factors like location, resources, and site quality. Dismantling a building will return only part of the materials. Renting properties. Land keepers can rent their properties, enabling a secondary economy where players generate income without selling, but by leasing spaces like shops or industrial facilities. Mining strategy and combat. Mining in Wilder World will involve resource collection, strategy, and combat, allowing players to earn rewards through basic and competitive tactics with regular updates to enhance gameplay in Metropolis. Metropolis and Miami. Building these ambitious virtual cities involves high uncertainty with several systems close to completion, including on-chain protocols and in-game areas. Mining rollout. Mining will start as a browser-based game using on-chain contracts, linking into in-game experiences and gradually integrating more features directly into the game engine. Land purchasing risk. Purchasing land has uncertain timelines, but Wilder Land's dynamic nature, shaped by community actions and a digital supply chain, sets it apart from simpler mining games. So as you can see, there's going to be a lot of really fun things to be able to look forward to when it comes to the island. But now that we discussed the island, let's go into some of the details about the mainland and the Mainland Auction. The mainland is a 40,000 parcel, resource-rich area within Miami, essentially for mining materials that will fuel development on the island and support the wild economy. Auctions are planned to start at the end of the year, and development is planned after super early access. The mainland drop will use a structured, gamified approach with a 360-day sale period, releasing up to 100 plots daily to encourage strategic bidding and maintain a balanced market. This slow, controlled release helps prevent market saturation and supports thoughtful ownership across the map. The mainland drop will feature an open bidding system, allowing wilders to bid on an available plot across the entire map at any time during the daily on-chain auction, each being priced in wild. This continuous availability of plots promotes a dynamic market where participants can choose based on their strategies and preferences. Each day, the top 100 bids secure plots, transferring ownership to the winning bidders. The mainland drop will feature an intuitive interface with full map access, offering a clear and transparent view of the land marketplace. A heat map filter will enable wilders to visualize resource distribution based on completed auctions, helping participants make informed decisions on their bids by analyzing the resource potential of neighboring plots. Each plot will include a detailed profile, allowing users to track current bidding activities. Once sold, the profile will reveal important metadata such as the plot's size and resource allocation, ensuring full transparency of secured assets. Future updates to the interface will provide a view of resource deposits beneath the land plot, giving landowners a more comprehensive understanding of their plot's resource potential. Before the start of the mainland auctions, there will be a snapshot for Trinity holders to be able to gain access to their second plot of land. These plots of lands will not be distributed to Trinity holders until midway or the end of the mainland auction process. The reason the team is doing this is to not oversaturate the market with too much resources or land. So as you can see, land is essential for mining, refining, building, and selling within the Wilder world economy. So before I close out this amazing video about what land is, I wanted to review some of the details that were shared by the team during the artist and architect spaces that happened just shortly after land titles were dropped not too long ago. Frank and Neo shared these details. Zoning determines utility, thus providing real value and rarity. Industrial zones can be used for refineries and/or factories. Mixed-use plots can build any and/or all of the other zones. Blueprints will be needed to build in factories. Resource profiles for the island have yet to be distributed, and your chain length will contribute to the profile probability. Legendary plots will have a special type of building and a higher chance at a large resource profile. And they remind us to not underestimate the value of residential and commercial zoning. Thank you, Wilders, for supporting me and watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and to share with all of your friends the amazing and exciting things that are happening within Wilder World.